Hi, Jill.
Hey.
Thank you for agreeing to sit down and talk with us today. I know this is our actual first time meeting and talking to one another,
Yes.
so no pressure doing it like this. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
And you are our program coordinator for the newest program WCC is offering, our Agribusiness Technology degree program that starts in the fall of 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know you got your educational background. You have your associate's degree in agricultural business management from NC State, and then also your Bachelor of Science in agricultural business management from the University of Mount Olive.
Yes.
So I get the education, but tell me a little bit about how you got interested in this field and what led you to choose this path.
So growing up, I always had a love for animals, being outdoors. I knew that when I grew up one day, I wanted to do something, hands-on and outdoors. I couldn't imagine sitting in an office every day and just, being inside. So when I was in high school, I took some ag classes and really got a passion for it. And that kind of led me to NC State. And from there, I was a teacher for a little while, and so I got a passion for education, and that just kind of led me here.
Well, awesome. I love that. You're always kind of looking at those stories about, it's really interesting when you look back about, I'm sure that as a young child, you didn't say, oh, I want to be a program coordinator for a community college when I grow up. But we're also very glad you're here, and we're excited about all the new energy that you're going to bring to this program. And just for people that aren't familiar with everything that agribusiness encompasses, I was curious myself, so thanks to the wisdom of ChatGPT, I did a little quick search about how important agriculture is to the world, and just the top 4 responses that popped up immediately were things like food security. Of course, agriculture provides the vast majority of the world's foods. That's everything like grains, vegetables, meat, dairy. The economic impact, that it's a major global industry, so it employs billions of people, whether that's directly or indirectly. And then the stewardship component for the environment, to use its sustainable practices that will help maintain biodiversity, soil health, and water cycles.
Yes.
So the other thing that we really take for granted, or I certainly take for granted, is the raw materials for other industries. So everything from textiles for clothing to medicinal compounds, just across the board. I'm sure there's a limitless number of things we could think of that depend on agriculture, in addition to many of our energy sources. So my takeaway from all that was life as we know it would not exist without agriculture. So with all that in mind, what would you say to prospective students or people that might be interested in getting into this field and learning more about it?
Yeah, so I think agriculture is one of the most rewarding fields. It's hands-on, you get to be outdoors, so I think that within itself is something amazing. It's the number 1 industry in North Carolina, so it provides so much for our local economy. With that means there's so many job opportunities out there. If you're looking for a really good position, agriculture has so many different career options, and so I think that's something really important as well.
So with all of the different possibilities or options for careers and professions in agribusiness, what would you tell students? How would you make the connection between those opportunities and how our degree program here at the college would prepare them for going into those potential fields?
So I think there's been a lot of intent with what we developed with our program. So courses as far as economics, business management, animal science, we even have greenhouse technician. So we're kind of covering all the bases, trying to give them a little bit of everything in agriculture so that they have many different options once they graduate. We've worked with local farmers and, kind of, what is it that you're looking for, or, what are some things that you find useful in this career path. And so we've really gotten ideas from them and, several different businesses in the community trying to help shape this program so that they are successful one day in their careers.
That's excellent. I'm really glad to hear that there's that close ties with input from people that are actually in it every day. They know what's needed. And what are some of those skills? Do you hear those potential employers saying, we need them to have technical knowledge and hands-on capability, but we also need them to have soft skills like communication?
Yeah, so Communication's a big one. I think a lot too is the technology side. Technology is changing so much, and so having somebody who is, ready with the newest technology and able to, immediately go to work and understand it, I think is really important as well.
That is another interesting facet of the industry, that it shouldn't be a surprise at all that technology, of course, with any field everywhere throughout our lives every day, it's part of it, it's embedded in it. But what are some of the central uses or the practical applications for technology in agribusiness? And even like, we have an AI Ready initiative
Right.
here at the college. So where do you see that heading in this field?
So in agriculture specifically, I know here we're getting a farming simulator, so they're able to actually learn how to operate a tractor before they even graduate. So being able to give them those skills to operate equipment, I think on the technology side is really, really important. So those are some of the big ones.
As far as hands-on preparation goes, because I could imagine that would be a big piece of any of these potential fields as well, what opportunities do you see students having through the program to do things before they graduate, but kind of leading right into that real-life work environment?
Right. So one of the biggest pieces that I've kind of put a lot of heart and soul into is the work-based learning. So making sure that students have, those hands-on skills and being able to apply that once they get out into the workforce. So work-based learning is essentially students will have a job or an internship, and they will get that work experience while they are still in college and get that credit. So, going out to a local farm and maybe being an intern for them is going to give them some of those skills, and then hopefully in the future they will be hired from that employer as well.
That would be a wonderful foundation in that first step into the career as a professional, not as starting as a student and progressing into that. So I think that is a big thing that we hear from students and families.
Yeah.
Increasingly. They think about the cost of attending college, about what value am I getting for my education, for the time and training. And the community college option, I think, is a great way to help students see that there are really direct pathways.
Yes.
That you, like yourself, if you go the 4-year degree route, then absolutely there's benefits and pluses on that side. But then alternatively, if you are that person who's just ready to go into the workforce, then we can help move you in that direction as well.
Yeah.
And I know that this is just a brand new, growing, ever-changing and evolving program, but it sounds like there are going to be lots of opportunities around those potential apprenticeships, job shadowing, and I know even on the student support side, looking into scholarships that we could focus specifically on students in this program.
Yeah, so I think I've been working really hard trying to get some scholarships and provide those opportunities for students, making sure that, they do have that assistance coming in, because I think that's something that's important as well.
Absolutely, yes. As the parent of a college student, I can say that those opportunities do become increasingly important, because education, like everything else, is
Very expensive.
It is very expensive, yes. But again, I think that it's great to always know in community college, whatever we do, whatever preparation we give students, we know and can believe that it will only be to their benefit, and it will give them lasting value for now and going forward.
Absolutely.
So we really look forward to seeing how this program will continue to evolve and grow. I know that you officially started in February?
January. Yeah,
January. So yes, you have really just shown up and taken off at a sprint. So we know you'll be going out to some of our high schools. You'll be talking with our K-12 partners, and with, again, continued engagement from community stakeholders, business and industry. So I think come fall 2025 that we'll be ready to go, and
definitely
be very excited to see how this program can meet the needs of our students, our employers, and the community.
Yes.
Well, I think the last little fun thing that we do just to close out is just a no right, no wrong answer kind of series of questions, just to give us a sense as a brand new member of our employee pack here at Wilson, your preferences, your personality.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Are you a morning person or a night person?
Night person.
Night person.
Yes.
Okay. Same. That's been interesting because most people I've talked to on the podcast so far, they're been morning people. So it's good to have another night owl.
Yes.
All right. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you spend time at the beach growing up? Or
Yes,
is that
I think I love the beach. Just being out in the warm, hot summer. That's my favorite part.
I like beach as well, just because that's that connotation.
Yeah.
Nostalgia just feels like a happy place.
Peaceful.
Yes. Okay, so books or movies, which do you like best?
Movies.
Uh-huh. Yep. What genre do you typically gravitate to?
Romance.
Rom-com. I won't
Yeah.
hold that against you.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. I have a good friend that is all about the rom-com
Mhm.
happy ending. Put a
Yeah.
perfect bow on it.
The Hallmark.
Mm.
Feel good movies.
And I'm more like action.
Yeah.
All right, and so last one, kind of very important and so far the most controversial question: chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Okay,
Absolutely.
as I firmly believe is the right answer.
Yes.
But surprisingly, we've had a number of vanilla, which again, no right, no wrong.
Yeah.
All right, well that was fun. Thank you so much for indulging that,
Absolutely.
and we
Thank
do
you for
look forward
having
to
me.
getting to know you more and seeing all the great things you're going to do.
Yes, thank you.
If there's someone you'd like to hear from, we want to know. Please send us topics and guests you'd like to see in future podcasts. Thanks so much for watching.